My beautiful Gemini, if you felt unseen, underappreciated and stuck in some old story all the way through 2025 and before, 2026 gives you the opportunity to finally release all patterns, heal all wounds, and start rebuilding a new identity from trust and self-respect. Because guess what? When you stop chasing recognition, it finds you naturally, and you're going to grow and you're going to create the reality and love life of your dreams. Check out this complete reading to see what the universe has in store for you in 2026. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to Love Alchemy Tarot. My name is Valentina and I'm here today to do your 2026 love reading. What kind of transformation you can expect in this new coming year, what changes are happening in your love life, and what patterns do you need to reset, to heal, to reframe, to create the reality of your dreams. I'm simply going to take three oracle cards from the Queen of the Moon oracle deck, and then I'm going to use tarot to see what is happening for you, what is the energy surrounding you in 2026, and what do you need to know to really have the most amazing year ever. It is a new beginning, a start of a new period. And of course, with all the changes in our environment, we all know it's going to be different, because for many people, 2025 has felt very stuck, very stagnant. It's been a year of preparation, of review. So Spirit, tell me, for my beautiful Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Gemini friends, what is the energy surrounding their love life in 2026? What do they need to know about love, patterns, and what's coming for them in love? This is for people who are in relationships, who want to be in relationships, who are maybe in love and trying to figure out what is going on. So the first card is growth. Beautiful. I love this for you, my darlings, because of course, after a year of stagnation, a year in which hopefully you've planted a lot of beautiful seeds, you've done a lot of the work, and you've healed, or at least you've identified those patterns that needed healing. Let's see what else has Spirit got to say for you. Here we go. Wow, we have growth and we have creation. Wow, I'm so excited for this reading. And resilience. Okay, three beautiful cards that really give me this image of a year in which a lot of things will happen for you. So as we know, growth is often not the easiest thing in the world, right? So we call them growing pains because sometimes it is painful when we're going through transformation. But all this growth is definitely bringing you to a better version of yourself, a version that feels a lot more grounded, a lot more solid in your foundations, let's say, and also with the potential to become whatever and whoever you decide to be. And what's really beautiful about this reading and the next card is that I think you are on a path to manifestation, because creation here, this card really shows a person in deep reflection, blueprints. And I love the idea of blueprints for manifestation, because really the only way we can really create the reality of our dreams is to have a lot of clarity, to understand what is the vision of the life that we're really looking to create. And then, of course, to approach this with resilience, because yes, there are going to be challenges. Yes, it could be painful at times. We're going to find out from the tarot what exactly is going to require your resilience. But I think this is a really beautiful energy for you to start with and to enter this new year with. So Spirit, based on this beautiful energy that we just saw from the oracle cards, can you please tell me, what are my beautiful Gemini friends looking to work on in 2026? What is surrounding them? What is their goal? What are they trying to heal, to work on, to achieve? What are they trying to achieve? Okay, interesting cards here for what you're working on. And of course, here at the bottom of the deck, you have Three of Pentacles, working together, collaboration with others. So I feel that you're really approaching this year as a year of building your foundation. We had the growth card before. You know that sometimes you cannot achieve things alone, but you are actually looking to get recognition, to get acceptance, to feel that you are successful in your business, in your life. You want to be seen, you want to be loved, you want to be appreciated, which is wonderful. But you also have the devil here, which tells me that maybe you are a little bit too addicted to that recognition. Maybe you're seeking success at all price. Maybe you've been a little too focused on being seen and standing out and being, you know, the winner and the victor in everything that you do. And this devil energy, this can get a little bit imbalanced and toxic. So it's just a little warning. It's just a little mention to say that actually sometimes when we seek something too intensely, it can turn against us. So of course there is nothing wrong with getting recognition and approval and acceptance from others, but we really need to be careful not to be chasing that a little bit too much, because it's going to obviously cause us problems. So the other cards that you have here is the Nine of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. So Nine of Cups, obviously wish fulfillment, all your dreams coming true, is in reverse. So maybe you've been feeling that you've had to struggle a lot to make your dreams come true. And the King of Swords in reverse, the visionary in reverse. Maybe you've also been struggling to manifest this beautiful happy ending, this beautiful wish fulfillment, because you don't have a very clear vision. And this is exactly why we are not able to manifest our desires, because we're missing the blueprint. We're missing that clarity and vision and the ability to communicate our needs, both to those people around us, but also, let's say, to the universe, to the unseen force of spirit that is really guiding us in our growth and evolution. So let's find out more about what is actually blocking you, what is stopping you from creating this wish fulfillment, this happily ever after, this vision of a happy future. What is blocking my Gemini friend spirit from achieving this happiness and joy? Ten of Wands in reverse. So the card kind of shifted, changed, and moved on the table. And here we have two interesting cards. So the Ten of Wands in reverse with bottom of the deck energy, Temperance, tells me that things are going to require patience and of course growth and resilience and creation as your core energy absolutely aligns with this idea that until you have balance in your life, until you've found the way to create that sort of equilibrium between self-love and the love of others, acceptance of others. I'm thinking of this card, the Six of Wands here. Until you achieve that, it's going to be difficult for you to have success. And the patience that is required is definitely something that maybe you have not considered. I know Geminis tend to be quite changing. They want things now and they want things to happen immediately. I know a lot of Geminis that I am familiar with struggle with patience. So I feel that Spirit is telling you to work on your patience. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, I think what is blocking you is the fact that you have not really been able to complete the journey and to learn the lessons from the experience that 2024 and 2025, what these years have put you through, whatever challenges you've been through. Clearly it has been difficult, but it is time to heal. So the block is that maybe you haven't yet started that healing, but the universe is also showing you where you need to start. So the main thing that you have to work on, the most important, most powerful block, is your own limiting beliefs. Whatever story you're telling yourself about love, about success, about being seen, about being appreciated, about being supported by others, this is what is blocking you. And it is actually simple. If you look at these cards, she, or this person here, the character on the card, could easily rip that blindfold off and step away from between those swords. She is not really imprisoned, and so is true for you. The same is true for you. If you can rewrite those beliefs that are really holding you stuck in a story of the past, that maybe you're not successful, that you are not being appreciated, that you're taken for granted. Here we have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is a card that speaks of being taken for granted and not really getting what you want and ignoring opportunities. I feel that this is the story that you've been telling yourself, that people are not recognizing you, that no matter what you do, you're not going to be successful. And you've been desperately trying with this devil energy to manipulate people, to try to get that recognition in any way you could, and it has not been working, and you're still feeling underappreciated. So let's see, what is the intention of 2026? What is this year supposed to teach you? So Spirit, what is the lesson my lovely Geminis are meant to learn in 2026 that will help them heal? Oops, I'll take this because it did a little nice jump in the air. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I didn't see the card that jumped and turned. And we have here, I think, that death. Let's see. So Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so an energy of fast action and movement. We have, excuse me, death in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. So in terms of what you need to focus on, then definitely this is an interesting it is an interesting story, because the Six of Pentacles in reverse speaks of an imbalance in giving and receiving. So this means that as you've been trying to feel recognized and to feel appreciated by those around you, maybe, and with the devil next to that card, I feel that maybe you have not approached your relationships with this mindset that in order for you to receive, you have to give. And this has been holding you back, because when there is no balance in your relationships, things are not going to go very well. The focus for this year needs to be to realign yourself with the energy of giving and receiving. And this concept that I love, that of giver's gain. That means the more you give to others, the more others will give you in return. So it is important for you to actually take a leap and dive into a different perspective. So the Hangman represents a pause, represents an energy of really turning yourself upside down to see things differently. But I feel that with this in reverse, you have maybe resisted the idea that you could see things differently, that you could approach your situation and your relationships with others differently. And as a result, you have also held back your own death and rebirth. That means your own transformation into a person who has dealt with and healed those limiting beliefs. You have kind of held on to this identity that people don't appreciate me, that I'm being taken for granted, that I'm never getting those things that I want. Yes, maybe there are opportunities out there, but I don't really want those things that the universe is giving me. I want a particular thing that maybe I do not see available to me. So this is a very interesting story here that speaks of balance of giving and receiving, generosity, making sure that you give before you expect other people to give to you, and that you really take this journey towards transformation and you are willing to let those parts of you that no longer serve you die, or let's say transform, being reborn into a version of you that kind of gets rid of this devil, that is simply recognized and seen and appreciated. So let me get some advice. What advice, Spirit, do we have for my Gemini friends? What should they focus on? What action should they take to improve their love life, to reset these patterns in 2026? What action do they need to take? Interesting. Beautiful cards. Look at this. Bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Swords. So bottom of the deck energy is what is hiding in your subconscious, and it feels like you have some fear, anxiety, and worry that is kind of plaguing you. Of course, this card is very connected to the 8 of Swords, because the limiting beliefs that we have, the stories that we tell ourselves, that usually mean we're judging ourselves for what we're doing or not doing, and that is not giving us the results that we want, also creates a lot of fear, anxiety, and worry in our system. So the cards that first came for advice is actually to focus on clarity. So the Ace of Swords means a breakthrough, means clarity. You had the King of Swords in reverse in the beginning. So clearly you need this vision. You need to have a breakthrough. You need to start with honesty, clarity, honesty, a vision. So you are going to be able to create a new vision for yourself if you start fresh. So you create your own breakthrough. And this breakthrough is about self-love. So the Lovers is, of course, a card that speaks of soulmates and divine connections and so on. But I think in this context, it is much more about focusing on yourself, choosing yourself, doing the healing for yourself. Yes, it may lead you to meet somebody that could be a soulmate, could be a very interesting divine connection, but ultimately you need to find that love within yourself. And you also have the Ace of Wands in reverse this time. So really the message here is that maybe it is less about passion and relationships and seeking something that is hot and amazing and a brand new relationship, a brand new beginning, but more really to focus on creating a vision and clarity and getting the answers from within. So specifically, what healing does my Gemini collective need to try to achieve? What is the healing? What area of their life requires the most healing? Okay, one card turned, so I need to find it now. Okay, here we go. All right. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse. Well, nines, a lot of nines here, which is almost completion of the cycle. So what area should they do healing? And Justice, beautiful. 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, there is definitely healing that you need to do. You need to do the right thing. You need to find balance. This is the third card of balance with Temperance and the 6 of Pentacles and Justice. So you need to focus on doing the right thing. That means that maybe you need to find this balance between giving and receiving. And with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles is, of course, independence and doing your own thing. But this says that maybe it is not all about you. Focus in life shouldn't be all about you. And you do need to heal this mindset that you have that life has done you has offered you a big difficult challenge, and you need to start doing this healing that will lead you to the completion of this cycle and learning this lesson. And if you don't know how to do this, if you don't know how to approach this reset of your mental patterns and what to do to start pulling off this blindfold, I am offering in January free love block sessions. That means that we can explore what's stopping you from achieving this idea, this story about yourself, that you are seen and wanted and loved, and that you can really move towards happiness and joy and self-love. So if you want to know more about it, check out the description. There's an email address, there's information about the reset method, and of course, like and subscribe so that you can benefit from one of the 3 free readings, free personal readings that I'm offering in the month of January. Thank you and happy Christmas.